Hi, my name is Mats. I'm an 18-year-old middle distance runner and I'm in Sankt Moritz for altitude training for 5 weeks. In this video, I'm going to be showing you one of my 2 key workouts that I'm doing to prepare myself for the second part of my track season. Here I'm using the app from Kubios to measure how fit I am according to my metrics. It collects data like HRV and much more, as you'll see in a second. This is a great way to find patterns in between workouts to measure recovery. Kubios is sponsoring me, but I would 100% recommend to at least try out their phone app, which is free. The only thing you need is a compatible heart rate strap, and a big thanks to Kubios for their support. Now on to Chiavenna. Right here we have just arrived in Chiavenna. This is just next to the track. Right here I've already done my warm-up and I'm now going to be starting my 2K tempo just before my actual workout. Now I'm at the track, I'm going to be starting my actual workout, which is going to be repetitions of 1000 meters at 5K pace. So this is the first one, and as you can see, I'm going to be doing the first 100 meters solo, and then my dad is gonna step in to be pacing, because the first 100 meters I'm going to be setting my own tempo, and then my dad can figure out a little easier what the actual right tempo is. As you saw a second ago, my dog was there cheering for me, as always. That's very nice. As long as it's still easy, it's nice to have him next to me, because that makes it a little more fun for me. Here I'm at my second repetition, which is still pretty comfortable. I don't have to push yet, so this is all pretty easy stuff so far. So the first 2, like I said, were pretty easy. The third one I had to work a little bit more, but was still pretty comfortable. And the fourth one I had to be pushing quite a bit, and it was a little hard already. And then the fifth one, which is the last one, it was pretty hard, which is normal, but it was pretty hard, and that was the purpose of the 1K repetitions, to be pretty tight and then do some little extra shorter but speedier stuff after the 1Ks. Right now I've finished my 1K reps and I'm getting a little drink, and now this is the speedier, shorter stuff. I asked my dad to not be pacing the first rep of this, because I thought it would clear my mind, but apparently it didn't really help, because I went 2 or 3 seconds too slow, I think, which wasn't ideal. But then I asked my dad to pace immediately again, and it went much better, and it was more comfortable for the mind again. Right now in my third 400, I felt completely dead right there. And this is the second last one, as you might see in my attitude. I'm not the most comfortable right here. I was actually thinking that I couldn't do the last one anymore because it was so hard. But yeah, as you can see right now, I'm going to be starting my last one, which I asked my dad to do a little quicker, and I was hoping to have a little extra at the end, which, as you can see, I'm clearly having. To my surprise, I could do a very, very good last 200 meters, which was in 29 seconds, and I am completely dead right now. The last 200, like I said, in 29, which was a very, very good surprise, because I felt so empty, and it's pretty good that you can do a last few hundred meters very fast when you're completely dead. So that gives me a lot of confidence for my next race. Even though I feel completely dead, I still have a good kick in the end. Now I'm doing my cool down, which was 5 times 4 minutes of running and 1 minute of walking. The first 2 of them were in very slow pace. The next 2 were a little faster and then again one slower. Right there, my lactate right after my cooldown was 2.2, so that's also very good. The recovery is going very well, and that's great because that means I'm clearing the lactate pretty fast, which is just beneficial for overall workouts and racing. So that was yet another video about my workouts. If you have any questions like usual, please write them down in the comments. I really hope you enjoyed this video and have a good one. Cheers.